Hi, my name is Fahad. I am a 3D animator. I'll be discussing about the script known as MultiSwapper in Maya. It's a very handy script while animating. It's very handful when, especially if you are working on a TV show where you have to import walk cycles, use redirects, and suppose the world space of the character arms and legs are constantly changing, then it's a very useful script. So I have made a couple of scenes over here to show to demonstrate the script. So in the first scene I am using the moom brick, and over here I have imported a walk cycle just to show you. Suppose so over here as you can see that the world space that the character has moved away from the global, and then we have imported a walk cycle and this is the global to match the character over here. But as you can see that there's a jerk occurring over here in frame 15 and 16 where I have imported the walk cycle, and the global is also moving over here, which is creating skids you can see in the legs. So it becomes extremely difficult to have proper feet planting over here, as well as removing the jerk, like removing this one frame body movement over here. So in such cases, MultiSwapper is a very useful script. What MultiSwapper actually does is, MultiSwapper is a free script from Creative Crash. You can get it for free. So what it does is like it copies the world space animation of the both the leg and the hip controller over here. I'm not selecting the body controller, the main global over here, as I'll be removing the animation from the global. So I'll be selecting the legs and the and the body controller. I'm not selecting the pole vector because I don't know why there's some problem with the moon break over here. When I'm copying selecting the pole vectors, it's the Maya is getting hanged. So that's the reason why I'm skipping selecting both the pole vectors. So I'll be just selecting the leg controllers and the body controller, and I'll be copying the animation. Now what I'll be doing is just I'll be removing the animation from the global, and then again I'll be transferring the animation back and adjusting the pole vector over here to correct this movement over here. So now you can see that and that now you can see that the global is right now at its own place, and the animation has not been affected. Now it's been very easy for us to go in the graph and correct all the movement over here, like I can correct the Z translation over here for example, to get the character animation proper. Same for the legs, like now I can remove the skidding over here that was happening previously just by getting it towards a proper place. So this is how you can get proper animation where the you can correct all the animation errors which there are in the Maya file, so that right now the walk cycle becomes more proper over here with the feet planting becoming more proper. The skidding has been removed, as well as it's become easier for us now to correct the one frame jump which we had originally over here, so that then it doesn't become too obvious and doesn't flicker in our animation. Now let me go to the another scene which I have created using Norman rig. Let me go to the camera over here. Right now the animation is in step. As you can see that the character is moving his head from right to left. Right now it's in step. The animation looks decent enough. Like suppose if we get such type in our layout stage where the animation has been approved by the director, the poses are been approved by the director, where we can't edit them and we have to work on these poses. But when we go to the when I will go to the auto tangent, you can see that the entire animation is broken over here. The world space of both the hands and the head is constantly shifting over here. As the layout artist didn't like he constantly changed the world space over here for his easement, which is creating all these jerks. It becomes extremely difficult for an animator to correct these things manually. As you can see, even the head space is moving, and if you see in the graph, it becomes very difficult to understand where the controllers are going, as the world space is constantly shifting over here. So in such cases, MultiSwapper is a very handy script. What I can do is just select both the hands and the head controller over here, go to MultiSwapper and copy the animation. And now what I would need to do is just delete the keys on the world space over here and make it go to world. The MultiSwapper transfers the animation best at world space. That's the reason why I constantly keep the animation at world over here. Same thing for the head. Right now even I'm making even the head into the world, and now again I'm going for the transfer animation. Once it's done, you can see that the animation is proper now. There is no erratic movement in the body or the head, and even the graph is now much easier to manage uh, for us, as well as the hands, as they are now in a singular world space. It becomes easier for us to tweak the animation. So in such ways we can use this MultiSwapper script to correct our animations. How much the problem might be there in the Maya file in the character, it becomes easier using this MultiSwapper script. Hope you guys like the demonstration over here. If you have any queries, you can mail me. I'd be giving my email ID also. So anyways, thanks for your time, and hope I will come out with more tutorials depending on this feedback. Okay then, bye.